Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious kofta curry that's made from raw bananas and potatoes. It's a very classic Bengali dish called the Kanchkolar Kofta, which is raw banana kofta, and is cooked in a gravy that is light and flavorful. It's more like a jhol and not like a North Indian kofta curry, which is very thick and creamy, but this is just beautiful, goes along with the pulao. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right in and I'll show you how to make this dish. So the Kanchkolar Kofta is made from raw bananas and the potatoes that are boiled together, and then we'll make a kofta. Typically, it's deep fried, or you can pan fry it, or you can make it in a paniyaram pan. And the gravy is typically very different from the North Indian style gravy of a kofta curry. This is more liquidy, and it's just simple flavors from the spices that are freshly ground and put together to make a delicious jhol type of curry. So let's get started. The first step is to cook the bananas and the potatoes in a pressure cooker until they're soft. And after that, we will, roast the spices and powder them and make the kofta and the curries. Okay, let's get started. So I have about 2 bananas and 1 large potato over here. Just going to go ahead and add it into my pressure cooker. We'll add in some water and pressure cook it for about 3 to 4 whistles and turn off the heat and allow the pressure to release naturally. So the pressure is released completely. Now we're ready to open the pressure cooker. And the potatoes as well as the raw banana has cooked completely. I'm ready to peel the skin, put it in a bowl, and then we'll get started with the next steps. So we'll go ahead and peel the skin, and remember the skin can actually be used to make a chutney. The raw banana skin, especially in the Bengali cuisine, is actually used up, and you can make sort of a chutney with it. We call it the tohel or in the South India, but you can also make a chutney with it. And the recipe is on my website. You should take a look at it. It's called the raw banana peel chutney. So gently just break all the potato and banana pieces, and once we add all the spices, we will mash them up to make a kofta, okay? So into this, I'm going to add in some ginger, freshly chopped or grated is also fine, and some chopped green chilies. Add in some coriander powder, add it just a little bit to give in the mild flavors. Cumin powder, just a dash of red chili powder because we already have green chilies, and some salt to taste. So now this is your kofta mixture. We're just going to go ahead and mix all of this up and mash it to make it nice and smooth, and then shape them into balls. So into my pan, I'm going to add in some oil into the cavities. And once the pan warms up and oil is heated, we'll add in these kofta balls inside and then pan fry them until it is golden brown and lightly crisp on both the sides. Remember, this is already cooked. We just wanted a light crustiness on the top. Great. So this way, you just ensure that you use the right amount of oil and you don't have to deep fry, and you still have the great benefits of eating the bananas and the potatoes, high in nutrition, lots of minerals, vitamins, wholesome food, really. Now my next step is to make the bhaja masala, which is a very classic Bengali style garam masala, you may call it, but with just a combination of ingredients which are freshly roasted and brings in great flavors to the curry. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in all the spices. I have here cinnamon, cardamom and cloves, some black peppercorns, some cumin seeds, coriander seeds, and some somph, which is the fennel seeds. And each one makes a variation of a bhaja masala, but this is a really delicious one. It goes well over so many different curries, begun bhaja or the aloo bhaja. This is a bhaja masala. It's like a delicious bhaja masala which you can roast and add it into your various dishes. So the same one is going to be added into this curry. You're going to roast this until you see all the seeds crackling and you smell a delicious aroma of all the spices. About a minute, not more than that. And we'll add in the bay leaf also at this stage. Tear it up and add it in. And I can smell the delicious aromas of the spices coming through, and that's it. And I can see the seeds crackling as well. You can see them bouncing off the pan, and that's when you know all the work is happening out there. Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat, and I'm going to pound it into a nice smooth mixture. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this into my pestle and mortar, seal pattar, and pound it until it becomes nice and powdery. A little bit of coarseness always tastes nice in a curry. And that's it. In less than about a minute, mixture is nice and powdery and it's got that, coarse texture, and this is exactly how we want. So before we get into the pan mode, I'm going to take a small bowl and I'm going to make a slurry of a few ingredients, which is turmeric powder, a bit of red chili powder, and coriander powder. Just going to add some water into this and make a slurry until you get a smooth mixture, and this we're going to keep this aside. And next, into my preheated pan, I'm going to add in some mustard oil. Mustard oil brings in great taste and flavor into the Bengali cuisine, right? So it's one of the quintessential ingredients. And I'm going to add in some cumin seeds. You can also add kalonji to this and it tastes nice. Some ginger, finely chopped, once again, and then some coconut, just a tablespoon of it. I'm just going to gently roast all of this for a bit. Okay, once this is roasted, just going to go ahead and add in our ground masala. Give it a stir, and just about 1 tomato that is just pureed. Okay, remember this is going to be a curry-like consistency and not a thick North Indian style gravy. And I'm going to add in our slurry mixture, and I'm going to add about a cup of water, a cup and a half of water. I'm going to add in some salt as well to this and give it a stir. Now bring this mixture to a brisk boil. Boil it for about 5 minutes. It'll slightly thicken. You don't want it to become too thick. And after that, just add in the kofta pieces just right when you're ready to serve, and give it one brisk boil and then serve it along with some rice, which is what I'm going to show you next. And now that the mixture is coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of jaggery. You can also add sugar, and heightens the flavor of the dish. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a taste. Turned off the heat. Just perfect. I can feel the crunchiness of the spices in my mouth, and it's just wonderful. Just a pinch of salt out there, and I think we'll be good. That's it, and I'm ready to serve this. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this recipe of how to make the Kanchkolar Kofta, which is the raw banana kofta curry, Bengali style, inspired by it for sure, and has a very delicious gravy. Do give this recipe a try, and when you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, and I would love to hear back from you. And until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.